Now, hacking computers in order to score with girls is how New York Times best-selling author Ben Mesrich describes Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg in his new book, The Accidental Billionaires. For more details on Mesrich's tangled tale of who really was responsible for starting Facebook, let's go to Bloomberg's Rich Jaroslawski. Rich, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Facebook is massive. I'm sure you're on it. I'm on it. Everybody I know is on it. Where did this come from? Where did it start?
Well, according to author Mesrich, it started with the desire to meet women that Mark Zuckerberg and a friend of his came up with the idea, first of all, with a site that was designed for students to be able to rate how attractive their classmates were.
And this was at Harvard?
This was at Harvard.
It sounds almost against the rules. I mean, I went to Antioch College. It definitely would have been against the rules there.
Well, in Mesrich's telling, Zuckerberg cracked the computer systems at a number of dorms, downloaded pictures of his classmates, and for those classmates whose dorms he couldn't crack the systems, he, according to Mesrich, may well have gone in the dead of night and done some first-hand snooping.
So, and this is a purely nonfiction book. Because he's written, I love some of the other books he's written. Bringing Down the House was a great sort of beach thriller. Ugly Americans, I think, is an even better book that he wrote. But you're never sure if it's all exactly super historical fact.
This stretches the definition of nonfiction. At the beginning, the author says some of the events were telescoped, some of the quotes are recreated, and some of the scenes are clearly imagined. So it sometimes gets a little hard to tell how much of it is what actually he is saying happened and how much of it is him just sort of making stuff up.
Well, it's not hard, though, to believe that the motivations behind the beginning of Facebook was chasing women, because a lot of people use it for the same reason today, and I'm sure women use it to chase guys as well. Who did the author talk to, who did Ben Mesrich talk to in order to get all this information? Well,
the most important source that is specifically cited in the book is Eduardo Saverin, who was Zuckerberg's partner, put up some of the early money for servers and things to get Facebook off the ground. There is a lot of information, however, in the book that seems to have come either directly or indirectly from the Winklevoss twins, who are two former Harvard students and Olympic rowers who were working on a site, social networking site, and seemed to have thought that they had engaged Zuckerberg to do work for their site, and instead they later alleged that some of their ideas and even some of their code wound up in Facebook.
Right. There's been some contention as far as who started Facebook. Even some lawsuit threats.
There have been lawsuits. There was a suit that was settled allegedly for about $65 million involving the Winklevosses. Mesrich in his book suggests that that legal battle is not yet over, however.
All right, Rich, thanks very much. We'll bring you back on when we have more on the lawsuit on Facebook. Rich, by the way, is a columnist. I should mention his opinions are his own and not those of Bloomberg LP, but one you'll catch often on this show.